So Anne basically is famous for being that girl on Instagram who's always shaking her boobs. And I wasn't sure if it was just me who knew about this whole thing and everything, but then we were walking from here to the Starbucks, and like multiple different people lost their fucking minds and they had no idea what to say. So yeah, how you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
Good. I'm just curious where this whole plot, this whole idea came from.
So this wasn't an idea for me to be famous for shaking my boobs.
Okay.
We initially went to Denny's to record a skit with me pouring syrup on my body.
So you were already trying to do the Instagram
That was
comedy
my first,
wave.
yes. That was my first. I'm like, you know what? This is what we're going to do. And we went to do that. But before, I needed to get comfortable because I'm like, okay, this is the first time I'm ever doing something this bold.
Going to Denny's and dumping maple syrup all over your titties in front of the whole restaurant.
Yes, exactly.
I love this already, by the way. My kind of girl.
So I needed to loosen up. So I'm like, okay, let me bother the waiter real quick. Mm-hmm. So it was just something quick. I don't know. My manager was filming. And I'm like, you know, I took my top off. I'm like, talk to the waiter. Like,
so just a bra?
Just a bra.
Okay.
What did he do when you did that?
He kept eye contact.
He didn't look at your boobs?
That was hard. Were you offended?
No. I was offended when it got on Twitter and it hit about, at the time it was at like 10 million views on Twitter, when the caption was like, this is how you know white men are intimidated, you know, by black women. Mm-hmm. And it hit 17, I think now it's like 17 million.
But you didn't like that caption?
I don't know. It made me feel some type of way because I'm like, they don't even know. He was just like, he already knew that we was, you know, coming to mess around.
Okay.
It has nothing to do with
If I were him and I was working at the Denny's and there was a hot chick with a fucking just a bra on and she's like, you know, I feel like I might not look just because exactly I'd be intimidated. And if I was
it feels like a trap, right?
Yeah,
like,
I would think I was going to lose my job. That's what I would be thinking is like, fuck, this is sexual harassment if I look at her tits.
I don't think that you would lose your job at Denny's, and I'm only saying, like, I literally I've gone to Denny's and danced on the table, on a booth table.
I love how we all are in agreement that Denny's should just be fucked with.
I have video of it too. I could like send it to you, but I'm literally dancing on the table. Not one person asked me to stop on top of the actual table and get down. No one even looked, and
Denny's
I'm
with the
like, maybe they teach their employees to respect all women. If they're dancing, their tits are out.
I think
don't look at
when
them.
you go to Denny's, it's like your expectations are not that high. So it's not like okay, if you went to Ruth's Chris and there's like some chick fucking dancing on the table or whatever, I might be like, Brad, I'm spending $500 fucking on this check. Why am I like having to deal with this? Yeah. You know, that kind of makes sense to me. You go to Denny's, it's like, this is the cheapest thing you could realistically be eating. It's fast food, but then they just have a person who comes out and serves it to you. You know?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Anyway, so you got 17 million. Do you have any clue that you were onto something with this whole idea?
No, not until it hit that many views, and I realized I didn't have my tag on the actual video. So it was like trying to.
But welcome to Twitter. That's how it always is on Twitter. Yeah.
So I'm like, you know, responding, hey, that was me. All the bad comments. Hey, that was me. Fuck you. Like, and that's when I just knew it was a thing, because those views compared to like the other video was like nothing compared. So I'm like, oh, well, this is the thing now.
The boob shaking.
Now I have to find every possible way to be comedic about shaking my boobs without being too sexy.
Right. How old are you?
22.
22. Okay. So did you always think that this might be the kind of thing that you might get wrapped up in?
Definitely not.
Okay. No comedic aspirations prior.
I mean, I'm funny when I'm high and stuff, but I don't know. It was random.
Right. But was there anybody that you had like looked at on YouTube where you were like, oh, this is like somebody that is doing good for themselves. I could do this too.
No, this was not my like path to.
But you already had a manager even for this first video.
Music wise.
Oh, okay. So this is all the long game to get people to listen to your music.
Definitely.
I forgot, right? So what's your music like?
Okay, so I started off singing.
Okay.
And then I'm sorry. Can I get some water?
Yeah, definitely. Do we have waters over there?
Excuse me.
Can you hit the water guy? Is he still outside? Shit, we're having water issues actually.
Oh, if you have
So, but to keep it going, I'll be coughing. Excuse me, but I make music. So pop. I started off singing, then I went into rapping, and then I'm like, okay, so what's gonna hit worldwide? So then I went into crossover music. So it's just like a singing, rapping. That's why I feel like I'm different from other artists. They either sing or they rap. It's like I turned old time music like Benny King, Stand By Me into like actual modern day pop.
So you're remixing existing songs? Is that kind of your thing?
No, I just did that with one record.
Oh, okay.
But I make original music. I build the beat with the producer. It's like the whole producing steps
Wow.
to create a full record.
That's what's up. So have you found that, oh, you got water right there. Have you found that, that this new path where you've sort of been like, getting a lot more notoriety, is it like affecting the music stuff as well?
Definitely not. I mean, I do get bad comments.
About the music or about just everything?
Just the skits. Like, they're not here to hear music. They're here to watch my boobs bounce.
Right.
But it's like, even like life period is about growth. Like whether they think, oh, this is what she does, she's a thought. When I drop music and when you hear like my interviews, it's like so much deeper than like I'm bouncing my boobs to get your attention.
Right.
And now the fans that do stick once the music releases, that's diehard fans. They were with me here, and
we were saying the other day that if you want your dog to take his heart medication, you grind it up and you put it in the fucking dog food, and then the dog eats it and he doesn't realize he just took his medication.
Definitely.
Boom. In this metaphor, shaking your boobs is the dog food.
We need a better metaphor.
No, I think it's great. Shaking your boobs is the dog food, and then the lyrical content is the heart medication. So there's that. Yeah, so how are you dealing with like the newfound notoriety and fame? Has it all sort of been kind of overwhelming, or?
No. Like, I knew I was going to get to some type of stardom, some type of way, whether it was acting, shaking my boobs, shaking my no ass. It was going to be something to get, because you can't just put music out and then I started that account with like 400 followers. And I blew up within month 3?
Right.
This is month 3.
This is a new thing, isn't it?
Definitely.
Is that a thing? You have no ass?
I mean, I have,
You can take a shit. It's just not like a huge ass.
I have an asshole.
Right. And cheeks, really. They're just not like as big as your boobs.
Yeah, they're
maybe.
not. You could grab, but you can't grab them. You could grab them.
The distinction.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. But so
the same thing.
Is that kind of a weird thing for you? Because I don't know if I'm going to offend anybody with how I say this, but it's kind of like a thing with black women is that they're known for having really big asses. It's sort of like it's a thing. So are you a little bit insecure about that?
Definitely not.
No, you don't care at
I
all.
have men that love me just the way I am.
I believe that.
So I'm like, I'm gonna shake this no ass, and I'm gonna shake these titties.
Right.
And yeah.
What were you like when you were like in high school?
In high school, I was like a C cup.
A C cup. Okay. I was actually just talking in general, but yes, a good boob update would be great. Yeah.
See, that's just the thing. It's now imprinted in my brain. It's like boobs. That's number one, and then you're a normal person.
Do you only have V-cut tops in your closet?
Pretty much, yes.
Okay. I was thinking like this is what you really...
So like...
That's a tax write-off for your business.
You're going to show off your asset, whatever your asset is. So if it's big lips, you're going to keep lip gloss on. If it's big boobs, you're going to keep some cleavage. If it's
You
a
have
fat
abs, you wear
you're
crop
going to make
tops.
sure you have pants that make your ass look as juicy as possible. Like, it's the thing, so...
Right.
Yeah,
In high school, did you know you were going to be, like, were you like, I'm going to be famous? Like how Kim Kardashian, when she's like... in the video when she's like 6 years old and she's like, I'm gonna be a huge famous star one day. Only because like I've met so many people who have like exactly how you answered the question have just been like, well, I always knew that this was gonna happen, so I just went with it.
See, so I had this idea in school that I was always gonna be like the secretive, just laid back type of person, like
Secretive and laid back, like
but
you
I
were
knew
gonna
I was
hide
gonna be
your
famous.
career from the world.
Not really. It's just like we had people in school that I'm like, yeah, I'm that bitch, I'm that, and I was never like that.
You're just more
Right.
low key.
Yeah, I'm low key and I'm humble. So it was a lot of this, and that.
Are you really humble though, or are you just pretending to seem
I
more
try
relatable?
to be humble. I'm human. It's sometimes, you get caught up in.
Like my girlfriend here, she pretends to be humble, but it's not that convincing. Actually, she's completely full of herself.
I try so hard to be the opposite, or to be like this that he's talking about. But I'm never gonna get used to someone asking me for a photo. It freaks me out every time. I'm like never gonna get used to it.
You don't like it?
I just, when someone comes up to you and they're like, oh my God, I'm obsessed with you. It's like, I feel like there's something that I should be giving them that I don't, and I don't have it. And I'm like, oh my God, how can I help this person? They're freaking out right
They
now.
want a photo with you. That's all
I
they
know,
want.
but it's just this weird thing where I'm like, no, I don't. Stop. I'm not special. Stop. It's weird. I don't know.
Yeah, you got to get
You are
past
special.
that. You are special because you're run of the plug and you're a human being.
Fucking weird, okay? I post nudes on the internet.
So what? She
And
shakes her
everyone
boobs on
loves
Instagram. What do? I sit here and have conversations
Let's
with
not
people.
psychoanalyze my fucked upness, okay?
Let's make us about your lack of
No,
confidence
I
in
don't
your
think
own
that's
skills.
bad though. It's like some people don't like hugs. Like
No, it's not even that. It's
Who?
like,
I would love to meet this person
Wendy Williams the other day.
who
it's-
recently relapsed.
I'm
No comment.
correct. Yeah, it's a clip of her, and she called out a fan to receive a shirt or something. So the lady comes down, and the lady, she's so starstruck, she tries to hug her, and then Oprah's like, not Oprah,
Wendy.
Sorry, that's
Wendy
the lead.
Williams.
Wendy Williams like, hey, don't touch me. And then she's like, she backs up, and this is on live streaming camera. I'm like, wow, she did her dirty, but it's like, that's how can you? She said no.
she's having a
hugs. She
reflex. I mean,
knows.
I love hugs. I would take a hug over anything any day.
Not
But-
a picture though.
No, it's not even that. It's more the idea of like, how do I explain it? I don't know. I'm not like, I have followers. I've garnered some sort of like fame, and on this block especially, I'm like really popular because there's stories here. But I don't feel that way. Like I'm never gonna walk to the front of the line in the nightclub and be like, I'm Lena the Plug, and you have to let me in because I'm this person. I don't feel like that
Normally
person.
we can't get in
I-
the clubs when we go, by the
I
way.
feel like a regular person who just happens to be kind of popular online, and every time someone approaches me about it, it's like I've almost forgotten, like, oh shit, this is what you think of me, when I'm just like a regular person in my mind.
It's weird that
You
I
know?
don't have that at all.
No, you're so the opposite in so many ways.
I'm totally
God's
used to
gift to
that.
Earth, right here, out of
No,
22.
it's just I know what they like about me, and I'm used to it, and I get it. And if they want a photo or they want to fucking ask me some stupid question I already heard 500 times that day, sure, here you go. I'll take a picture. I'll talk to you, whatever.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's just an issue of like being realistic. Like, even if what they like you for is kind of silly. Like, think about it. Not even like lately, but there was a while where I was having people come up to me and say, "You're the guy from the Lil Pump video," like more than anything else about me.
Mm-hmm.
And I was still like, "Shit, all right, yeah, what's up? I'm Lil Pump's friend. How you doing?"
Yeah.
And I realized that's kind of like a lame thing to be known for, but I'm still just going to accept it and just roll with it. Are white men insecure about black women?
Intimidated.
I
Yeah.
don't think so.
You don't think?
Not.
You ever
not
met any
from-
white men before me?
I've spoke to like white men, like
Just a little bit.
Someone was on your podcast recently, and they said I don't know how to talk to. Oh no, it was a black. It was what's his name saying he didn't know how to talk to white women.
Right, and I don't blame him because I don't know how the hell to talk to white women either.
I
don't
know
what
how
the fuck
to
they got
flip
going
a
on.
switch, and I know how to, whatever it is. If you're proper and what they like to say, white.
Right.
And I don't feel like speaking properly is speaking white, like
Right.
they like to say.
Some people like to
Yeah,
break it
it's-
down to that,
it's
but
just I adapt to like my surroundings. I'm just that cool. Like I could click with any type, as long as it's good energy.
Mm.
So yeah, I've been in like, I wouldn't say intimate relationships with a white man.
Really?
But I've been in like,
who? G-Eazy? I
No.
was just checking.
Honestly, I used to call him Jesus. well,
G-Eazy?
No.
Oh. No, because in my head I'm thinking like G-Eazy, and then I'm like Jesus. Like, okay,
I was like, did he ask you to call him that?
the letters in G-Eazy are not so different from Jesus.
Because the guy looked like Jesus.
Okay.
So you gave him that name?
You were
Yeah.
dating a white guy with long fucking hair and a beard.
Did he have abs?
Yes. He had like small
Jesus
weird
Christ.
tattoos around his body. I'm like, yo, you're so
How did you meet this guy?
We met in Atlanta.
What the fuck are you
You
doing
found
in
the only
Atlanta?
white guy in Atlanta?
You're from
How?
Florida. You were in Atlanta. All I,
I
need
used
to
to
know.
live in
She's
Atlanta for a
mobile.
few years.
Oh, you did. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were a victim of a fly out right there, real quick.
No.
You don't do the flyouts?
I've been invited on flyouts, but no, I've no.
By
I
who?
haven't
Trey
tried.
Songz?
No.
Who? R. Kelly?
Stop it.
See, look
I
at
threw
that.
away the key a long time ago.
Dude, that was really good that she wouldn't tell me right there.
Yeah, don't fall for it. Don't fall for it.
Don't do the Tiana Trump thing. Tiana Trump came on here and aired out every fucking thing ever.
Nah.
No, you don't want to be that girl because then the flyout offers are going to stop if they all of a sudden can't trust you. You don't want to be the Selena Powell on this.
We're
fucking...
gonna make it on TMZ somewhere.
No, yeah, we could make it on TMZ right now. All you got to do is like say some shit you did with some famous guy. Boom, you're famous.
I know, right?
Yeah.
But too bad there isn't any.
No famous dudes?
No.
You never crossed?
They're in the DMs. We won't know what their names are.
Yeah, what are your DMs like when you're a professional boob shaker?
OMG. Like, I've had artists and athletes that because I don't watch TV, I don't watch sports, I don't know teams, but until like I actually go click on their page and I go through, I'm like, oh, he plays for the da-da-da, and they all like, yo, it's big.
What kind of lines do they use to slide in the DMs?
What's up? I'm in Miami.
Don't tell me it's not just an
That's the
emoji.
quick-
The eyes emoji.
No,
love that.
sometimes
It's
just
always the
heart.
fucking eyes. Just eyes is emoji.
Heart
like,
emoji's
I've got
good.
that.
Yes.
Heart
Football
emoji.
player.
No effort. Yes. No effort.
That's
Just
the
put
one
an
that's
eye
like,
emoji.
all they gotta
You
do
got
is
some
I'm
football
looking
players?
at you.
Every athlete with like at least 10K, just like literally
I
like
think
the lower level athletes who are you don't know their names. They're just verified though, but they got like 5K. They'll send you a eyes emoji looking like sideways.
I used to send eye emojis, I'm going to be honest.
Oh
No
baby,
effort
don't
in.
tell me that.
Yeah, they don't put any effort in.
No
but
effort.
But do you
No
take that
effort.
personally is the question. Is like, if these dudes were fucking DMing, Britney Spears, maybe they would write a whole paragraph.
I mean,
Maybe they just
I
think
don't
you're
take
only
any
worth an
DMs
emoji.
seriously at all, so it doesn't really matter. It's just funny because it's like it's just a pattern. You're like, oh, you're sending me the fucking eyes or
My
whatever.
favorite thing about DMs, like with people who are like more famous, that like I've had people like DM me and be like, "Come over right now," and I've been like, "I'm at work," and they're like, "Fine," and then never will DM me ever again. I'm like, okay.
You're like, it's 4 p.m. on a
I have
Monday.
a regular job.
I'm like, I'm at an office right now. Like, sorry,
Yeah.
I can't Uber to your house.
Do you ever get any that like stood out to you as like particularly interesting, or what's the stuff that might make it actually of interest to you?
None.
None.
I don't know. It's like,
What
I
if
don't
someone
take-
DM'd you a famous person and like was like, hey, I want to take you to dinner?
It's like, I don't know. I'm not that switch, like dating and stuff, that's just off. I just don't.
Focus on your
Dating's
career.
on offset.
I'm single and that's it.
Just dating is off, or sex
No.
is off as well?
Cricket.
I guess what I'm getting at is like, because earlier we were talking about some of the complaints that we get on the stream. Sometimes the stupid ass fucking fans that will be like, "Hey, well, you don't interview enough rappers. You've been interviewing too many thoughts lately." Blah blah blah. And then I would apologize. I'm like, and not that you're a thought.
I
And
mean,
you're
I'm
like,
trying
"No."
to be a thought because, like, I don't know. I'm an artist. So this is it's just like, hello, you're going to follow me because I shake my boobs. That's always going to be an asset. So I make music. So he's not really, I don't even think I'm a thought for shaking my tits.
No, I don't think you're a
but-
thought because of that. It was more of a question of, are you a thought in addition to shaking
Are you
your
a thought in
tits?
real life?
Because Abby, what makes you a thought? Tell us about it.
Oh my gosh.
You're a thought? Are you proud of it?
She'll own
oh
it.
yeah.
I accept whatever people call me, I accept. I'm like, oh, I'm a hoe. Cool, I'm a hoe.
Yeah,
that's
I
getting
mean,
money.
you
That's-
could literally be like a lawyer on Instagram and they're gonna call you a hoe because you're a fucking girl and you breathe. It doesn't matter.
I don't care. Like, that's like another word for me. I honestly don't care. I laugh at my comments.
Yeah, I don't
Like-
care either. If people want to call me a thought, it's
Like,
okay.
I know thought
I feel like it's
actions would be something different. I feel me shaking my boobs is not.
What would you rot like that
entertainment.
hoe over there? I'm like, yes, I always want to be that girl.
That's not
Hi,
really what it means.
put your dick in my mouth.
This doesn't really stand for that.
What does it stand for?
Nothing. There's just a thing that Chief Keef and them were saying back in Chicago.
Hoe?
Thought.
Oh, thought. Just the word hoe.
No, thought.
Oh,
I like it. I like that word. I like slut. I like all.
the
I like
first
all.
time
I don't think
I
there's
heard
like. I
the
don't
word
even like.
thought is because someone called Nelly's daughter a thought, and he went crazy about it online or something. And that's,
Oh,
that's
really?
how I found out what a thought was. I had no idea.
Damn, Nelly wants all the smoke.
I literally called Lena today, and I was like, "Slut.
Yeah,
What are you
that's what she
doing?"
says to me.
Right.
And now I'm here.
Can I tell you guys something? And you guys can tell me how you would react. So I train at this gym that is like
You
basically yes, very not that often, but it has happened. That was actually pretty good because you have really good abs. So I understand that you just roasted the shit out of me. And I'm probably gonna deal with that for the rest of my life. No, I go to this gym. It's like basically like attached to this hotel, right? I was working out in the same gym as Ludacris like 2.5 times this week.
You were.
Isn't that crazy? I
Was
didn't
he
say
super
anything.
fit now? What does Ludacris look
He's
like
always
now?
been in pretty good shape, but yeah, he's in good shape.
He was
Do you
walking
have a
around
trainer?
shirtless, apparently.
Were
Oh.
you shirtless?
No. I walk in, Ludacris is shirtless, I rip my shirt off. Let's go, throw them bows.
Who can lift more?
No, but and that was just weird. Like I'm like, I didn't say anything to him. We did make eye contact. It was like for a moment, and obviously I was thinking like, do you know who I am? He was probably thinking like, haha, you know who I am. I'm Ludacris. Everyone knows who I am.
I know why you're staring at me.
And then after, actually on one day, I get my car from the valet. I'm leaving, and I see fucking Ludacris with no shirt on at the valet, like getting his car. And
After he showered and worked out and was picking.
that's what blew my mind. It's because I was under the impression that Ludacris was staying in this hotel, and that's what he was doing in the gym. But then I see him with no shirt on at the valet, and I'm like, I thought you were staying here. If you're staying in a hotel and
Yeah.
you use the gym, what are you doing after you use the gym? You're going right back to your room and using the
Yeah.
shower and putting clothes on, and then you go about your day. Why the
Yes.
fuck is Ludacris over here at the valet and he hasn't even taken a shower or anything yet? He's still in his workout clothes.
I don't know.
He's not trying to be low key.
I know. And
He
that-
wants people to know that he's working out. It's like it's CrossFit. People want you to know that they're working out. Oh,
I
it's
don't
the same
think Ludacris
theory.
cares.
I don't know. He's shirtless at the valet. He might fucking care.
Maybe.
He's trying to show off what he just worked on.
He's
I bet
using
he
the
was
same
waiting for his
logic as you.
Postmates, guys. He was waiting for his Postmates
No,
to
he
show
was
up.
at the valet.
That's where they probably drop it off.
No, he was
Trying
like
to flex
at the
the-
valet booth talking to the valet. Like
That's okay.
yeah.
Do you think he likes people recognizing him at the gym, so he goes to
That's
hotel
why
gyms?
That's why I didn't say anything. Is because I was like, "Fucking, he's Ludacris. He's been getting recognized for too long. I'm not
Yeah.
trying to be that guy right now. Like as soon as
Yeah.
I walk in the gym, but he might have been using Ann's logic and just be like, "Shit,
Yeah.
Tits
Just
out is
probably
better.
gonna make shade room.
Tits
gonna
out,
get
kicked out for
somebody.
me, not for Ludacris.
okay." So has Ludacris ever slid in your DMs?
No.
Really? She's like, maybe. I don't know.
I haven't checked them all.
No.
Okay, but let's say Ludacris did slide in your DMs. Is that the kind of guy that you would see as a prospective suitor that you can maybe be interested in?
No.
No, he's not. He's too old, or
No, like I mean, I do date older guys.
well, you're only 22, so
I know.
most men are older than you.
Good men are older than me.
Oh, do you have that problem? There are all these little boys out here.
I don't have that problem because I just see the problem from like the outside, and I just rather not deal with those problems.
Are you
So
worried that they're all not 18, or is it another? Is it just that they're young?
Only
in
you're
general?
worried about that, Abby.
You're the only one worried about jailbait. Yeah.
It's just like when guys get older, they feel like it's time to settle down, have a kid, and they're not trying to do that thing that all boys go through where they fuck on everything and they da-da-da-da-da.
So you're looking for a
So-
solid dude who's down to settle down, or
I'm not looking for anything.
but
That's
you
the
like
thing.
that more.
Yeah, I'm chill. I'm just chill.
What about Kodak Black?
No. No.
No, Lil Pump.
No.
Okay, that's good. Because I feel
He's
like
so cute though.
Like I would probably date someone that's behind the scenes. That's like older, that's just
Coach K.
no.
You don't know him. He has a big gray beard,
Ooh,
much like
sexy.
myself. Are you
Gray
into that?
beard.
I think gray beards are hot. I personally do.
I think Adam's beard is hot.
It's hot,
Do you
right?
really?
I've been obsessed with your beard since you got it. I've been telling Lena the whole since you grew out your beard. I'm like, Adam's so hot right now. Don't ever tell him. Don't
Really?
ever
I
shave it
love
off.
Yes, I love facial
Isn't it
hair.
hot?
Yeah, it's so hot.
Thank God.
I kind of want to dye it.
No,
Or at
No.
least, I definitely want to get it trimmed because the fucking gray hairs are poking out so goddamn
No,
far.
you look hot with gray.
Embrace
Boys
it. It's
get
silver
better.
lining. It's
Yeah.
bougie.
Silver
You're like
lining.
distinct.
That's a
It
good way
makes
to
you
put
look
it.
smarter.
Really?
Yes.
I look smarter?
Yeah, guys get better looking and more successful, and girls don't. And then success is a threat to men, so it's a real problem. But you got it all together.
I don't think success is a threat.
To men,
When I say a woman is successful, that doesn't turn me off.
yeah, but I think that a lot of guys are less successful than you. So when they see girls that are more successful
Maybe
than them,
all men.
yeah, all of them. Adam is the most successful one. But yeah,
Okay. Are you making money off your Instagram at this point, or how's that going?
Oh yeah.
Just the ad sponsored story post type thing?
Yeah, just people asking for promotions or marketing companies contacting me to promote music. So yeah.
Do you think that you could see yourself becoming like a YouTuber, or you think you're just doing the Instagram thing for a while?
You know what's funny? I just grabbed like my own office space to start YouTubing,
Really?
and it's like I think this is like month 2, and I've only been there probably like 5 times.
Really?
And that was to decorate. So it's like I have to like start using it, and I'm like, okay, this is the perfect space. It's like, you know how there's man caves? It's a
Hoe
girl
cave.
Yay.
Hoe cave.
What'd you say? What was your word?
Girl cave.
Girl cave. I said hoe
It's
cave.
so
Yeah.
pretty.
I want a
you
hoe
know.
cave.
I mean, it can be a hoe cave. It's a bougie hoe cave.
I'm about to cave your head in.
Don't say that to Abby. She'll get really excited.
Yeah, exactly. She's like, she loves getting the shit beat out of her sexually. You know that?
Yeah.
Like bad. Like she wants to like break an arm.
No,
No,
stop.
I don't want to. I don't want to break anything.
Protect Abby at all costs for
Admit it.
herself.
Admit it. If you were getting fucked and you broke an arm, you'd be like, shit, all right, that was cool. Like, this is a hot cast.
I would think. I mean, I would think that like I would think it was cool. Like when my knees are really like bruised up, I'm like, aren't you proud of my slutty knees? So
If she couldn't work out after the sex,
yeah,
she'd be pissed.
then I would be
So
upset.
no.
I got
That
that.
is a problem.
Let me ask you this. Did you ever think about doing anything stripping wise or anything? That never crossed your mind? I feel like a lot of people look at you doing the boob shaking thing and they're kind of
would
like, oh, she
assume.
must be a stripper.
Or
Yeah.
I'm a porn star. I've heard that.
You heard that too? Never thought
I've
about
heard
it?
that never. Not that I have anything that, you know, against it. It's just, I was like, even before this skid stuff, I was so sophisticated. I was
Really?
not sophisticated, like, you know, boring. Like, I get lit now. It's just as an image to put out. I always kept it at like, okay, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. The most I would do is smoke. And what's funny is now, today's like the first day I'm actually smoking on camera.
Smoking weed.
Oh really?
Yeah, so I don't post anything with me smoking. And it got to a point, I used to probably smoke like 20 joints a day for
Wow.
like the past 5 years. And I recently stopped for like 2 months.
How come?
She wants to get high again.
It's just, I noticed that I've started gaining weight since I quit. So I'm like, maybe, because I have 6 sisters. I'm the middle
Oh my
child of
gosh.
7 girls.
Whoa, really?
Whoa, 7 girls.
I
Yeah.
would die.
Do they all look like you?
Yeah.
No,
Oh.
we have, you know, some of us have different fathers.
Okay.
So it's like the rest of them are all thick. I got 3 youngers. They're all thicker than me. So I'm like, I'm the only one that smokes. It has to be something.
What did they think of what you've been doing?
Whoa. So I have the one that's under me. She's about to turn 21. She's like all for it. She's just, you know, she comments. She's like, she reposts. She tell everybody like,
She asked for a shout out?
no, I kind of like give it to her because I'm like, you know, she's supportive. I'm like, you know, put your page on private, gain some followers real quick. And
That's
I
what you
fuck
do,
with
huh?
her.
You got to
She
go in
She
private?
defends me. And then I have another one of my older sisters. She's like, you know, the first time when she seen the syrup skit, she found it on World Star. I didn't even know she's on Instagram that hard. And she sends me a huge paragraph. It's like, you're so better. You're so much better than that. Da, 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 da. I'm not going to lie. I cried after reading the text message.
It hurt.
Yeah,
She really
'cause
trying to
it's
hurt
like-
you.
I don't know. She wasn't attacking me. She was looking out. But it's like, at the end of the day, like, you have to make some type of sacrifice to do something that you want. Like, if this is the measures that I have to go to get people's attention, that's what I'm going to do. Like, I'm a risk taker. Like, and then at the end of the day, I know what I am and what I'm not. I know I'm not a thought. I know I'm not a hoe.
Do you think that
know?
those are bad things to be, or do you just not want to be?
Yeah,
them?
because you're talking to
like,
two
the thing-
chicks
yeah.
who really
I'm
own
like,
their
dude, yeah,
thoughtiness.
We make money from selling nudes.
Yeah.
That's how we make all our money.
Yeah,
You're making your money.
yeah, yeah. But also, that's also how I like to live my life, is nude.
In
And
the
you know
street.
what? And honestly, I won't get into too much detail about me. Like, but honestly, like if I was to have a guy, like I'm open to threesomes and just I'm not.
Oh,
Trust
really?
me, I'm not as innocent as I may look. It's just for my family's sake. When you give a damn about how someone looks at you, you know. It's not, I could give a fuck.
You act differently.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense.
So it's like for their sake, oh, your granddaughter is da-da-da, or your sister is da-da-da. They get those calls. I don't get those calls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like for their sake, it's like,
We heard a lot of our family members. It's true.
Yeah, that's true.
it happens a lot. So it's like at one point after that, I never responded. It's like, fuck it. This is what I'm doing. So now I'm over here stripping on 441 in Miami, where everyone that I've been to school with knows where I am. Just like, fuck it.
For a video
It
or
went
you were just
viral.
stripping?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Are you like, does the club like have you as a guest or something, or?
No, I was on the street on a pole outside on
Oh,
a
I like
busy.
Oh, so this was just for a video, though.
Yeah,
Right.
and that made World Star.
Right.
So were
it's
you
like-
did you actually strip and get naked, or did
No,
you
I
strip
got
to your
down
lingerie?
lingerie,
Okay.
and I had like homeless people throwing change at me.
Hi, that's tight. I don't think I'd have the guts to do that, and I am a naked online. Power to you. That's
I
amazing.
like the idea of the homeless people throwing the change that they worked so hard to collect.
Do you remember when I wanted to give out free nudes to the homeless people, and you said
And I
that this
said
was
that's
a bad idea? But the homeless people need porn too, and they can't afford it.
I don't.
Lena
I
told me
just
about this
think
idea. I think it's great.
Anytime you do anything with the homeless people, I
Maybe
think
don't
you need to
bunny
be
hop
really
over them.
Exactly. You need to be very careful because people get very easily offended when it comes to the homeless people. I think that if you were to be going around giving nudes to the homeless people,
There needs to be a blanket included with.
I
them
don't
or
think it's
something.
as good an idea as you think it is, and I think that I
Charity,
think
okay?
there's a pretty good chance that you would do it, and that you would be really upset that you did it the next day. That's my personal opinion. I don't think it would go
Chat,
over
let
that.
me know in the comments. Is
she
it
won't
bad
be
if
upset,
I
the
give a plate
internet
of
will be
food
upset.
and a fucking nude Polaroid to a homeless person? I'm sorry.
I mean, the internet could be.
Dinner and dessert.
Well, you know how the porn stars do the fuck a fan contest? You should
Yeah.
do a fuck a bum contest.
No.
Why
That's
not?
Fuck a
offensive.
homeless fan.
Fuck a bum. Not even a bum who really knows who you are.
Every person who has money
If
and a
we did
car
this-
and a house
if
is
we-
going to pretend they're
No,
fucking
just
homeless.
no,
If
you
we
just pick
did-
a guy out on the street and get dogged out by him.
If we did this contest in Portland, there'd be a lot of hot young guys who we could fuck.
Oh yeah, all these piece of shit
all
Antifa
the
fucking
all the
scumbags.
bums in Portland are all like 18 and
I'm
ripped.
homeless. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Some people are saying, yeah, LMAO, homeless people throwing. Someone said Abby's a tweaker.
Oh my
Everyone
god!
always thinks Abby's a tweaker because she has energy.
Yeah.
I had 2 coffees today.
And I wanted to ask you this: what kind of upbringing do you come from? Because a lot of families would not have 7 kids, and also you make it sound like your family sort of wanted you to be doing something that maybe didn't involve your boobs.
Definitely not. I'm the first generation here in the States. I was born in Miami, but my mom and dad and grandma and everything, we're from Guyana. So that's South America. And it's like an island background. It's, it's strict. It's go to school, get your education, get a job. My grandma was a teacher. So it's like,
We were just in Guadalupe. I can't imagine that they would have a really good attitude about the whole boob shaking thing either.
really?
No, yeah, I feel like. Well, no, maybe you're right. Yeah, there's a lot of dancing and stuff, but I don't know.
Nah, man. I don't even think it got to my grandma as of yet, and I feel like my sisters know. Like they're probably not with it. But as far as getting to my grandmother, that would probably be horrible. It's like, come on now.
Hopefully there's a code where you just don't tell the grandma, because that's how it is my family. Everyone just lies to my grandma for me all the time.
I don't know if my grandma knows anything about what I do.
Don't let it get to the grandma.
I know. Trust me.
Don't let it get to the grandma.
So, but I'm 22. It's just I don't know. I'm grown now. What can you tell me? Don't do it.
Did you grow up with all your sisters in the house? Like, were you guys competitive, and did you guys date the same boys? And fuck the same boys.
Whoa, absolutely not. Definitely. I feel like everyone was private in their own ways. I
Okay.
was the weird one. I was the black sheep weird one. So no one knew if I was having sex or not. No one knew if I was, you get what I'm saying?
When did you lose your virginity?
When I was 18.
I thought you were going to say 8 for a second. I was like, oh, shit. 18. Okay, that's a good answer.
18.
How was it? Was it in the back of a station wagon or?
No.
Ooh, where was it? Oh, it just got interesting.
Wow. Oh my God.
Triggered. It better be fucked up. Given that reaction.
Should I say this? Oh my God.
McDonald's bathroom.
No.
Oh my God, please no.
I don't think I can't.
Why is it? What's so bad about it? What kind of bad is it?
Your mom's bed.
No.
That's
oh
not
my
bad.
goodness.
I was like, hot. I want to fuck
Was it with
my
a teacher?
Absolutely not.
Oh, okay.
Where
I
was
don't think I
it?
should say it.
If-
I think you should let it all hang out.
I'll let the titties say it. I'll let that hang
The
out.
titties are the talking for me.
That's a pass.
Do you feel like when you hook up with guys now that they just want to suck your boobs?
Do you
That's
feel like
just
they want
all
to
that-
fuck your boobs too? Like put their dick in between them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've done it before too.
Tit fucking.
It's really hard for me.
You let them run it.
It's really hard for me too. I'm like, when
It's
people
fun.
want to fuck my boobs, I'm like, but they're not that big.
Yeah, that's all right. Just
You have
squeeze.
great tit fucking boobs.
I know.
Oh,
I wish I had a dick so I could tit fuck your boobs.
It's also just that you're
Awesome.
ridiculously tall.
Yeah.
You're like
She's 5'11", everyone.
5'11". No-
She's so tall that I thought she was wearing heels, and then we got to Starbucks. I'm like, oh, you're just that tall.
Flat.
Right, yeah, and that's kind of
In
the weird thing.
sandals.
It's like, yes, your boobs are really big, but then they're also like hella in your face because,
They're perfect eye level for me.
yeah,
So they're like. Just
And then since she's
resting
not a
pillows.
slut, it's worse.
pillows.
So hi, I like hugging people when I first meet them.
Then just smashing their
Yeah,
face
it's
into
just
them.
the thing now. I don't even shake hands. It's just hey, hey.
Get a
I'm like, oh
cup
my gosh, she's
feel.
so friendly.
I'm
So-
like, she's not leaving without me taking these headphones on and off and then being able to hug her like that. But
Right. Do you ever think about becoming like a nun or like going into the church at all?
no,
That might be like the perfect thing to do after this. Or if you're like a really viral nun,
a nun. I don't know.
you could be wilding
if
out.
you get those Christians to follow you, you're winning.
Yeah, do you have any
Get
religious
all those
beliefs we should know
followers.
about?
No, I don't.
You don't really go for it?
I'm not. I don't have a religion. I'm supposed to be Christian, but I believe in the higher power. I believe in doing good or doing bad. You know, karma. I just know everyone knows right from wrong, what's good and bad. That's how I rock. But I feel I don't. My family, people go to church every Sunday. That's just, I had to, at a certain age, I had to go because, you're underage. You have to listen to what they tell you. But honestly, I feel like churches are just businesses.
This is a
So-
fact. They are businesses and they're tax exempt businesses.
So it's like, I feel like everyone, wherever, whether you're praying to Allah, God, or whoever, you don't have to go to church to do that. You don't have to be holier than thou, and you don't have to be in a church.
Yeah, because this is just a simulation anyways. It's just a church and a simulation.
And to be real, when I was like 14, right as I stopped going to church, like my parents like were still making me go to summer or Sunday school or whatever, and I actually like found a bunch of pixie sticks in this cabinet, and so I proceeded to rack up a bunch of lines, and then me and all the other kids were snorting the pixie sticks.
People in my school used to do that.
Yeah, and then we got in trouble because I fucking was having everybody, oh, fuck that. It's crazy. Like, that shit really works.
Oh, I know.
The sugar gets right in your bloodstream through your nose. This was
So
like,
disgusting.
This is like 15, 20 years before I ever tried Coke. Not really. It's like 10 years before I ever tried Coke, but still.
Oh yeah,
You're talking like you did yesterday.
No, I know. I
How
did
does
do
it
it
relate to the
yesterday.
church story? I missed something.
Huh?
How does it relate to you stopping to go to church?
Because I snorted the pixie stick stuff, and then they were kind of pissed off. And that's not really why I stopped going, but that was just like one small flare up before I stopped going.
I actually stopped going. I actually grew up like in the South and went to church for a long time, and then I was finally like, I'm gonna read this entire book, right, the Bible, because I feel like a lot of people believe in it, but no one's actually ever fucking read it. And so I was like, okay, I'm gonna read it, and I got to like the second chapter, and I was like, I highlighted so many things that are just like, you should be stoned to death. This person should be killed. The book is terrible, guys. and then I was like, I don't believe in any of this because this book like just hates women and wants everyone killed because they didn't cut the sides of their hair correctly. And I'm like, this is all bullshit.
I feel like there's a lot of religious people would tell you that they don't believe in the hair cutting part.
The Old Testament, like it doesn't matter.
Just a lot of parts in
I
general.
know. I used to really piss people off when I told people if I was religious that I would be like Mormon because they have an extra book. And they're like, why would you be Mormon. I'm like, well, they have an extra book, you guys.
More to
They
read,
must
yeah.
know that.
No, but the weird thing about it too, though, is that it feels like a lot of times when atheists argue against religion, they bring up stuff that like almost no religious people actually believe in.
Yeah, but like, you can't go, that part doesn't matter anymore. Like,
Yeah,
that's
but
in
they
my
all do it.
opinion.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. I was a very not liked person because I grew up in the South as like an atheist. And I was
Where?
just like, I lived in Georgia and Florida and North Carolina.
Okay.
And everyone at school was always like the atheist girl.
The atheist girl.
So you spent
just
your
the one.
you spent your whole life just trying to live up to that, just trying to be
Just
fucked
to-
up enough
just
to
to-
justify their opinion of you. Yeah.
I think I've done it.
I think you have to.
I'm like successful of all my goals. So.
The demon,
sure.
the devil.
And could you ever imagine yourself going like I understand that right now you see this as like a vehicle for the music, but is there ever a part of you like where like Supreme Patty, like he raps, but then at the same time it's like he seems like he's just accepted that like, you know, he's mainly an Instagram dude. Is there ever anything that could make you be like, you know what, fuck it, like I am a Instagram entertainer personality now, and have that be like the first most thing?
I don't think so. Like when you hear my music, it overshadows the Instagram stuff.
I gotta
It's
get on this music.
Yeah, it's like just I'm a refreshing face, and when you hear the music, I promise you, everyone that hears this is you. Like I get this comment, and this is not to offend anyone watching, but you sound like a white girl. Like in my music, so it's like, do you know you're like the Black Taylor Swift? And I love hearing comments like that because I'm
Black
trying
Taylor
to
Swift.
separate
Wow.
it.
Black Taylor Swift would be a nice spot to be in. She's very popular and very white.
So it's like it took me to see someone else blow up off of like doing, you know, crazy videos. I'm like, okay, so I have to do something to get just recognition.
There might be
So
one day where
I can't put a cap on that.
you're getting your
Mm-hmm.
Grammy. You're like, you know, I had to do a lot of bullshit to get here. I had to shake my tits. I had to do a no jumper interview. I had to talk to this fucking idiot with a beard. You're like, this is all the shit I did to get here today
Pause.
and win this Grammy.
Pause.
Pause what I said.
Pineapples. It's no, because you know what? I had fun, like not even had fun because it's not done yet. I'm having fun throughout. I'm seeing, you know, different people put their like, it's not that easy thinking of skits that make sense, that can make people actually laugh. So it's like, I see, you know, Instagram influencers, they have to work to get up there as well. So it's like me meeting different people and working with different people. People are actually funny off cameras and they're good vibes, they're good energy. You want to hang out and let's be friends. But you know, it's business too. So it's like, this is fun. This is an opportunity to speak, you know, and people are listening. They don't just see the bouncing titties. You give a different platform.
They want to know the
Reach
story.
out to the audience. Exactly.
I love reading those comments, honestly, because like we just did an interview with Kush Poppy the other day, and it was the same thing where people were like, damn, I've been wanting to know about this guy, even though he did get way too high and it was kind of a disaster. But at least you don't have that problem. Honestly, you just smoked weed and you're totally fine on camera, so that says a lot.
She's like,
I
I
used
know how
to
to do
smoke. Come on now, like I could roll a joint in my sleep.
Really?
I used to smoke minimum 20 joints a day. I had a joint for every reason. Like
How did you have this much money? Were you dating a trapper or something?
I was.
You were.
I definitely was.
So there was just pounds of weed everywhere?
I wouldn't say pounds of weed everywhere. It was just enough to like, you know, have fun.
Did you
and-
start dating him because he sold weed, or did you start smoking weed because you were dating him?
I dipped and dabbed in weed before I met him, but when I met him and it was like such, you know, so accessible. So it's like we're in the studio and it's like he rolled up a joint and he's passing it. And I'm like, it's like a bonding thing. Smoking with your, you know, your dude, I guess. So it's like I just got in the habit of smoking. I had baby lungs at the time, but now it's like this is a veteran.
I think your lungs are. You still have baby lungs.
Who?
You.
Oh,
You're
whoa.
so young. I think you
Her
still have
lungs
baby
are not
lungs.
babies, though.
I feel like black people cough from weed less than white people.
Do you think that's true?
Yeah.
Weed, what?
I haven't.
just
I
think
haven't
that-
thought. I'm like, now I'm gonna start. Now that's
Listen,
gonna be in my head
what?
forever. I'm
I
always gonna
feel
be
like I never hear black people go on these like extensive like coughing routines that a lot of white people, myself included, sometimes
Same.
do. And I have a theory, and I'm not completely confident in it, but I do have a little bit of a theory that there might have been some evolutionary thing that's happened where black people are just better at breathing
Genetically.
in smoke. Like, I don't know why, but I feel like their lungs might
They've
be
evolved.
I
stronger.
feel like, because honestly, I can't just just smoke a regular joint with the raw paper and weed. I'll go on a coffin marathon. But I put that tobacco, the grabba leaf, a strip of grabba leaf in the paper with the weed.
That
When I tell
helps.
you, it's the smoothest smoke. You don't cough, you're just high. I had a Instagram influencer, he came over and I'm like, hey, we're gonna smoke this Miami style, a Blicka. I rolled it up, I passed, he coughed the first second, he's like, whoa, this is smooth.
She calls it a blicka. I like that.
Yeah, so it was like he was hitting it. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna start. What is this? Where'd you get the so I'm like, just sharing out the recipe. So it's like, see, I'm so stoned, I just forgot everything that I was saying.
She's like, I had a point.
I was thinking about the fact that
I
the door
did.
was open and we could hear the fucking music.
You want to go close it?
Yo, can you guys close that door? I just don't understand why my employees are so stupid. How did they forget about that?
I got it.
Close the fucking door. No, I don't want you to do it. I don't want them to do it. Fuck, see? Whole conversation.
We were talking about white people apparently cough more than
Oh,
black
yeah.
people. Is what you were trying to say.
I'm not married to my theory. I just think it's
The joint is
possible.
smooth.
He coughs he smokes every day backwards and he still coughs. Like
Those things
Backwoods are harsh.
they're
Yeah.
grimy. They're fucking
No, yeah.
so thick. Like
I'm telling you, we're getting your lungs checked soon. You don't believe me?
I might just be dead. Let's just die before I start
Stop
smoking
it.
woods. I'm just gonna die. I'm gonna go out of my way and just die before I give up on the woods.
Adam's favorite thing to talk about is dying.
No,
I'm obsessed with my own death. Isn't that weird?
No, don't put those vibrations out.
I always say if I died right now, like I lived a really great life, and I'm like,
Exactly.
oh, it doesn't
That's
even
the point.
matter.
A lot of people don't get that. It's
Yeah.
like, do whatever you want to do, not what people tell you to do, not what you feel like will make someone happy. Like, if you and a person don't click, whether it's a family member, a boyfriend, or whatever, you keep it checked and keep moving.
That's why I think that I'm so comfortable talking about dying is because if I were to die, I don't think I'm going to be looking at my life like, oh, there's all these things that I wish that I did,
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah. I think I'm going to be like, shit, all right, yeah, everything went fine.
As long as you inspired someone, anyone, even if it's one person that can maybe inspire millions of other people.
Can I get an Adam inspired me in the chat?
Yeah.
Thank you.
But just always spread your jewels. Don't, you still have time here for a reason.
What's your drink of choice?
My drink of choice. Okay, so first it was Patron.
Yes.
And then I got very sick off of it one night to where I couldn't drink it for 2 years. So at the time I was drinking Hennessy. And then one night I get a super bad headache before I even leave the club. Excuse me. So now I'm on Remy Martin.
And that's going better?
Definitely, I get fucked up very fast, and that's I just love the.
I thought she said I get fucked, and I was like, every time you drink it, I was
See,
like,
she's kept that information so close to her chest that even after all this, we still don't really know anything about her sex life.
Oh, we know nothing.
We
She
know that
won't-
they're
she's
hitting
like-
her up. We just don't really know how
When
it's
was
going.
the last time you had sex?
Ooh.
She has to think
I'll
about
say
it.
like a month ago.
A month? What the fuck you been doing in this past month?
Just bleeding and whatnot.
Reading?
Bleeding.
Bleeding? You've been having your period for the last month?
No, not the whole month. I just need some type of excuse.
I got my period and I like to not have sex for the week before and after.
Seriously. I don't know. I'm so
that's not your priority.
Well, in
What's
comparison,
funny, I just bought a vibrator last night.
You've never
First
had one
one
before?
ever?
I've never had one. I've
Oh,
never had a
girl.
dildo.
We got to get you a Hitachi ASAP.
No, that's gonna fuck her shit up.
It's
No,
gonna
because
fuck
it's
her shit
it's
up.
so crazy intense that after you use that, you're gonna need that to come instead of using your finger, which is down
or
here,
a human dick.
or a dick and just riding the dick and whatever.
It's not gonna work.
You don't want to fuck your shit up. You don't
If you
want
want
the
to hang out with some girls that
threshold.
can show you how to use a sex toy, these two are some hoes.
I've had that. I've had
Her.
vibrators since I was 16.
She had a vibrator for way longer than me, and when she puts the Hitachi on me, I scream, and when I put it on her, she's just like,
I was in a lesbian relationship for 4 years. What do you expect? I didn't know how to use a vibrator.
Wow.
Yeah, when
Learn
they
something new
broke
every
up,
day.
she opened up her vibrator to see what was going on, and there was just mold inside of it, just black mold.
How's
False
that?
story.
she's like throwing away her vibrator as soon as she gets home. She's like, not using this.
Wait,
That's a gross mental image, though. of a
Yeah, it's like,
vibrator
ew,
full of mold.
Oh, it's like a bullet.
Do you
That's
like
what
it?
you got?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Start with that. Baby steps.
Yeah, because I mean,
Those ones die really fast. So when one day when you're almost there, it's gonna die on you, and you're gonna be like, fuck.
listen, as a woman, it's very easy to train your clitoris to not get off unless you're receiving that demanding fucking vibration thing, and it can kind of make it so that it's hard to nut with a regular guy, right? I've had multiple girls tell me this before, so I don't care what you guys think, but
I don't know. I'm good at. I can make myself come like all the time without vibrators.
oh, you're deranged.
Yeah.
Yeah, you belong.
Well, I think it's a mental. I think
You belong in a clinic or something.
I have
See,
been
I can make myself
hospitalized,
come
but-
with my fingers too, but the vibrator is just there, and it's so much better that I choose the vibrator.
Yeah, I just like fell in love with the vibrator.
Yes.
So it's like I'm very good. These hands, way more better than
Clicking
this
down.
thing. I could whip up and then I could like click the clit up and whatever. So it's like,
Put a little spin on it.
but the vibrator, I'm like, wow, this is a whole new like, and it's less work. It's just
So when you go to use that vibrator, what are you watching when you're using it? What are your search terms on Pornhub when you go there? Or
What?
do you
I
just
bet- I
use
bet
your
you use her brain.
imagination?
Need to know this.
Yes, imagination.
No,
I'm an
search
imagination guy,
terms.
too.
Yeah.
no. It's
What is
like,
your
I
imagination search terms?
So it's like sex with like a past boyfriend or
Okay.
whoever. That was amazing. Like I just remember there's this just one time that, oh my god, like. To please me, it takes like not a lot. It's just I have to like be into you and and like that was the best sex ever.
Do
That
you-
was the best orgasm ever.
Do you watch old porn that you and your ex shot?
Not everybody has porn of
Or-
themselves, Abby.
I can't say.
Or do you just
never
mentally
recorded.
think of it?
I have a couple. I have a couple recorded.
Yeah, do you like pull out your phone and look at old videos of you and your ex and masturbate to them? I'm only asking
No,
like
it's more on like it's just there to be there. I haven't like after I record, I haven't like rewatched it. It's weird.
what?
That's
It's not-
me a lot of
It's a
times.
weird thing
too,
to
yeah.
watch.
We will like film ourselves getting crazy, and then I won't rewatch it. After.
But if you guys, but it's more fascinating if she broke up with the boy, like if they're broken up and then she's still masturbating to the videos
Oh no,
because
that'd be
she's
like,
saying,
I don't know. That kind of
be
be
weird,
weird
yeah.
to me.
I masturbated
like-
to our videos the other day. It was cool.
yeah,
I
mean,
masturbate to videos of my ex fucking other girls still.
You know,
So-
I like.
This is the Abby is fucked up podcast.
I like realism in like if I'm gonna jerk off to something like okay, we all hung out on New Year's as well as a couple other girls, and there's a moment where we're all hooking up, and I just so happen to be filming it, and somebody just starts downing fucking champagne out of the bottle. I actually forget which girl it was. It might have been Riley.
I think it's right.
That to me was like that made that video way hotter from my perspective because there's like that's what I don't like about porn. It just feels so fake and staged. that it's
Because
just
it
kinda
is so
like,
fake.
is.
The girls
No,
aren't
yeah,
getting
yeah.
off the way they want to. Someone's screaming.
They're saying,
from
"Come
behind
now."
the set. 30 more seconds in this position. Then you're gonna
Then
turn.
change.
But a girl just chugging champagne, like that's some real shit. Like
Yeah.
people really want to
You
get
can't drink
fucked
on
up.
porn sets,
you
too,
couldn't
so.
do that in a porn set. Like they would never allow you to drink on camera.
No, I think
You know?
that's why people like amateur porn so much. I have a lot of amateur scenes where like James Dean didn't edit out the part where I'm like, I need a break and get water. And I'm like, why the fuck didn't you edit that out? I'm like, I look like a loser. I'm like, give me
Kinda
some,
hot.
I need a break. Give me some water.
It's kind of hot if James Dean is just like fucking recording you, just like
Getting water.
We take
Yeah.
breaks to kick Tony off the couch. That's the most real
Yeah,
thing.
the cat on the couch is
The
a
cat,
thing.
man. He always wants to be in our shit.
And I guess what they're really getting at is they're trying to get you to join their private Snapchat website that they're working on.
No, you should just get your own private
Oh,
Snapchat
you
and
should.
just keep your clothes on, but just shake your tits.
You would make a lot of money doing that.
You know,
to be
I
fair.
have people in my DMs as well,
I
like
bet.
fans. It's like I would spend so much money on a private snap.
You would never do
I
it.
have so many people. Like I don't know if that
You
it's
could have a private snap and like make it super. I see girls that have private snaps that don't do like what we do on our private snaps. You would probably make a lot of money doing.
So it's like I don't know.
Oh, you know what you
That's
should do? Not private
something.
snap.
Let her
You
talk,
you
girls.
Oh, sorry.
You guys are getting a little too excited. Let her
Sorry.
talk.
This is our thing.
I'm watching this this dynamic unfold. Where
Sorry.
But yeah, I'm sorry, I'm just like so high. But I don't know if that's like I can't say it's not my image because I could care less what the media portrays of me. But having a private snap is just I don't think I want to say it's looked down upon. Not to like insult you guys for what you guys do. I have friends that do it. It's just I don't know with the music. It's like oh she had a private snap. You know, it's
Cardi B was a
Cardi
stripper.
B, yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
But I feel like in the music world, especially, that could definitely like come
That's
back to get
different,
you.
though.
As much as Cardi B has stuff that's scandalous out there, it's still all stripping. It's not her getting fucked, and wouldn't that be a little different for sure?
You don't have to get fucked on your private Snapchat, but I understand.
Yeah, but
I
if
get
it was out there, oh my god, that would be crazy.
Do you think less people would listen to her music if she also got fucked on private Snapchat, or more people would listen to your
just
music
feel
because you got fucked on private
As a
Snapchat?
woman, I feel like it's just tricky.
It is really tricky because people already want to categorize you as this overly
Yeah.
sexual.
So it's like I
thing
make
all the
music
time.
for kids to listen
Okay.
to.
Okay.
So you know, it's like I see my music playing in Lion King and you
Oh, yeah,
know
that ain't happening.
movies
Yeah.
No.
and stuff. So it's like I try to like limit even like the smoking. It's like I try to limit what I would. You know, I wouldn't want my little sisters watching me shake my boobs. And I had a niece the other day just shaking her boobs, laughing. I'm like, yo, just stop. And it kind of made me feel some type of way. I'm like. You know, and I sat her down, I explained to her what I'm doing. I'm like, this is not what I do. Let's not get this twisted. This is to trick. Let me stop. Let me take that word back. Not trick a fan base into following, but just to catch their attention. Now, when I force feed you this music on my page that you're going to watch anyways, it's like, you know, it's going to appeal to your ears. It's going to be like, okay, I can't even be mad because she sounds good.
I've got you
It's not like she
conditioned.
just dropped some garbage. So
Well, you know, Lil Nas X, a new rapper who's blowing the fuck up with he's got this like country song called Old Town Road, and he previously was running a Nicki Minaj fan page, and that's how he got his fucking followers up and stuff, was basically just like reposting all these fucking crazy memes and stuff. And that's how he got a name for himself. Then one day, boom, he switches his name, puts out a hit song, gets a remix from Billy Ray Cyrus, and then he's in the game.
That's a crazy story.
That is a crazy story.
It
He
is.
did the bait and switch real hard.
He did, especially because he was able to like basically erase like all the previous stuff that he did online that got him a fan base, and then he puts the song out and just sort of like changes everything up. It's pretty brilliant, really.
Yeah, they're smart.
It's crazy that
What
it
she's
worked out so
doing.
well. Yeah, exactly.
you said
She's
a meme
brilliant.
page, so he didn't really have his face on it.
I don't know if he ever had his face, but either way, it's like kind of the same thing where he was doing
'Cause he got
something
all
that enabled him to get a fan base fast, and then he like sort of switched it around and was like, okay, now I'm a rapper, haha, and like kind of the same thing you're doing, where it's like, oh, you like tits, maybe you like me singing also,
Right.
bitch. I got bars. Yeah. So, what have you like been up to lately? What is your career like and everything, or your life like these days? Like, what have you been up to, and what's coming in the future?
So I pretty much like back at home in Miami, I film skits every day. Like I said, I just got an office to start filming YouTube videos, and I just started the traveling. So I went to Atlanta for a few days. Now I'm here in Cali for a few days. Next should be like Arizona and Las Vegas. It's just now I'm starting to touch bases in like different states and like, you know, seeing people say hi and stuff on the street. I'm doing all that in every state, so it feels
So when we were walking across the streets at the Starbucks and you had all those people running up to you being like, oh my God, it's you. Can I get a photo? Blah, blah, blah. Is that overwhelming to you right now? Is that like brand new because you just are not used to getting that so much? Or I guess you get it in Florida and shit too.
no, I get it. In Florida is more weird. Like they just stare. They don't really say hi. They just I had someone watch me. I went to Chili's, you know, just to get me some honey chipotle chicken crispers. And this lady, it was two ladies and a guy. They literally sat there, watched me order my food, watched me eat my food, watched me get up and leave. The whole time they're just drinking and just staring. So, and I'm they're right here. They're just facing, and I'm just like, oh my God, just say hi, and that's it.
I would flip
Yeah.
out. I'd be like, get the fuck away
I
from
was,
me.
yeah, my homegirl, I'm telling her, I'm like, yo, I'm about to flip. Like, and she's like, no, you have an image, they could record you.
I
and
kind of
da- da- da-
flipped
da.
out earlier about that fucking kid who was standing super close. He was standing behind me. The kid who walked up to you.
I thought he was your people. That's
No,
like, he's
I have
like,
no
what's
idea.
your Instagram name? I'm
He
like,
was
yeah,
right
what's
behind me,
your-
and he's all up in her shit. Oh, what's your Instagram and shit? And it was on stream too. I'm like, bro, get the fuck away from me. You can't be walking that close to me. And then he didn't just leave. He still was lingering. He's probably still in front. It made me feel bad though because there was a big part of me that wanted to smack the shit out of him, and then I'm like, God, that would be a bad look if I fucking
you
punched
can't-
this 19-year-old in the face. But it's like, what the fuck is wrong with you that you're standing this fucking close to me? What do you think this is? Anyway, that's my anger issues. Oh shit! So what else do we need to know, girls? You got any questions for Anne?
You grew up in Miami, and then did you live in your house with all of your 7 sisters?
Oh yeah, we.
And you
never
lived in
answered
Miami.
that.
Do you still live in Miami, or where do you live now? I don't even know.
I still live in Miami.
Okay.
And I grew up in a house with like pretty much everyone. So
Okay.
my sisters, cousins, grandma, auntie.
And now you live on
uncle,
your own now?
Pretty much.
When you turned 18, did you like move out, or were
I tried. I had to like slip out because it's like when you're in the islands, it's like you're not really grown when you're 18. Yeah, the state says you're legal, but it's like honestly, how I feel I was raised in my family. I was like raised to be like scared to make my own decisions and stuff. So it's like I was gonna move to Atlanta, and I was trying to like just, oh yeah, I'm gonna stay by a friend's house, and then it was gonna just turn into me just like, oh yeah, I'm not coming home. You can't do anything. I'm already out here. But it's like, yeah. But I stayed in Atlanta. I didn't stay in New York. I lived in New York for a few years. Atlanta and Miami back and forth, and it was pretty much like it was a lot of us in one household.
What is your bra size? I'm like that.
We should all write it down.
Everyone asks this too. Like right now, I'm a 32 double D, but it's like
Damn, I was gonna go F.
I was gonna say bigger too.
I was gonna guess F.
I need a size bigger now.
It's so weird because like I'm supposedly like a 34 double D, but like your double Ds are obviously way bigger than my double Ds. Like,
and it's probably
sizes
over it. The lady told me
I don't
a
think you're
different
double D. I
size
feel like
that
you're
was
bigger.
bigger, and I told her, I'm like, no, that's not right. Because I'm like, I'm so small. I'm like, no, that's not right. She's like, no, that's your bra size now. I'm like,
It's weird with you because
weird.
you're famous for shaking your boobs, but then at the same time, nobody has seen the nipple.
I saw the nipple.
You're holding
It
the
came
nipple
out.
close to your chest.
not really.
No pun
Someone caught
intended.
me on live before,
Oh,
and they
really?
sent me the picture. He's like, I seen your nipple. I'm like, he's like, but I won't post it. I'll delete it right now.
Oh, what a
Oh,
sweetheart.
that's nice.
Yeah,
Angel.
That's a
definitely.
really nice DM.
Probably just didn't want to get his account deleted.
That too, but I'm sure like he showed it to his friends or something. So it's like, oh,
Yeah.
it's just a nipple. Who
Check this
hasn't seen
titty
a
I
nipple?
spotted.
Like, I've
Whose
seen my-
earring is this?
Ooh, an earring on the ground.
Not my earring.
It has an A on it. It's not mine though. I swear.
Maybe it's Ann. Oh. A for Ann. Maybe it's A for Adam.
Oh, there are a lot of us.
Let's go to Claire's, get your ears
A
pierced.
for anal.
Wow,
Jeez.
Do you like anal?
I've never tried
Abby is so in your
Never.
face. Do you like anal?
You said I could ask her questions.
No,
so
that
now
was
I'm
good.
asking your
I just like the
questions.
way you went for it.
anal. I'm a booty virgin.
You are?
Yes.
It's fun. You should try it.
no.
All right, that gate is closed.
Scared.
She's
You're
like, no.
scared? You should be scared, bro. That
Like
shit is
I
crazy.
remember, it's just I don't remember nothing from school.
Except anal hurts.
I dropped out in 10th grade, by the way.
Oh, okay.
to do what?
Yeah, what did you do when you dropped out?
I started engineering, music engineering.
Oh, wow.
So recording people, mixing their records and stuff. Graphic arts.
You waited this
making
long to
logos.
tell us about
I know,
that
that's why I
really
was like-
big thing.
Yeah, that's
You
a
know,
big deal.
You just have to find a way to just put it in there.
That's what she said.
And yeah, just one thing I remember from like 5th grade, by the way, is my science teacher. She was like, don't have sex in your asshole because that is built for stuff to come out. But when you put something
Exit
in,
only, not
your
entrance.
asshole is going to be open forever.
Your
So I'm like,
5th
that's
grade
stuff-
science teacher said this to
yeah.
you?
The fuck?
What
It's-
school were you going to?
Creationist fucking high school or something?
Oh my
It just
god.
stuck
What
in my
kind of
head.
school district did you live in? A good one? Like what was the school
I
district
mean, I
like?
went to schools like predominantly Jewish. Like,
So then this is fascinating.
The
that
Jews
you're,
are anti-butt sex.
yeah, no,
Did not know
no
that.
butt stuff.
yeah, it was just.
It's gonna
and it
stay
just stuck
open
with me for
forever,
the rest of
that's
my
what they
life. Yeah, she was like, it's gonna stay open.
You just
forever.
have
It's
turds
weird, like-
dropping out. That's the kind of thing right there that would stop a kid from having anal.
Yeah, because it is weird when you're young and people say shit like that to you. Because like my
You believe
mom,
it, yeah.
my mom used to say like, because my mom got pregnant in high school, so she always used to be like, don't have sex in high school because you don't want to not fit in your desk. That's what she used to say.
What?
She's like, you don't want to not be able to fit in your desk. Like your desk's outside, and I'm like sliding into them, and I'm like, oh my gosh, mom, I'm horrified. You're right. And then I like waited so long.
You know why I should be
Wait.
careful having a baby is because it might end up being just like a big black death cloud, like that one scene in Game of
I
Thrones.
thought we were talking about Game of Thrones on this podcast.
I know, but I was just thinking about it.
fucked up, Adam.
That
You broke your
cloud
own
comes out
rule.
of her pussy and just goes in and just kills this dude. That freaked me out.
Cloud comes out of your vagina.
It's a whole Game of
The
Thrones
demon
thing.
baby shadow thing.
I'm new
Yeah.
to Game of Thrones, so I
That's
just
so
yeah.
normal.
I'm really proud of you, though.
It feels like the whole show should just end as soon as you realize that a witch can create like a black cloud that will just go into like
This
a
is a
room and
world that
kill
has
someone.
giants and dragons. You can't expect there to be any sort of confinements to like rules in the show. It's a show that has magic, essentially.
Literally, the guy who's fucking her wants to be king. Why can't he just send that black cloud of death to the king?
He killed the other king. That's what he did with the Black Shadow.
Don't worry,
Well, why
that
don't you kill
girl,
all
that
the
witch
kings?
She's
is gonna,
following a prophecy, babe. Just keep watching the show.
she's
Alright,
gonna
dude.
win.
I love her.
She doesn't even watch TV. It's
I
got
know,
fucked up.
Yeah, witches and clouds coming out your vagina. It's
No,
just,
that's why you shouldn't watch TV, because you're going to learn about all kinds of shit like that. Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Your science teacher in 5th grade didn't teach you about that.
No, she didn't.
I remember in health class they told us this is an exit only, not an entrance. For the
Really?
for the butthole.
I didn't get
I
any
wasn't
of these
paying
lessons
attention.
at all.
The main thing I got out of health class was that they showed us photos of like vaginas and penises that had really horrible like STDs. Like,
Oh, I've seen that.
Like
yeah.
this is what it'll look like if you get like not like
Don't wear a condom.
Like I have a general idea of like what herpes looks like now. I'm pretty sure the thing that they showed me in high school was like 100 times worse than anything that might actually, because you know what it is? It's like, yeah, that's herpes if you leave it untreated for like multiple years. I'm pretty sure that like the average person who has herpes doesn't have like a gigantic like cluster of like things growing.
With like pus coming, like it's like all open
in
everywhere.
health class, they were showing you dicks that looked like they were like a castle. Like they had like a bunch of windows in the side and shit. The STD just took over. I remember.
Yeah, they like zoomed in the crabs, like bugs.
Yeah,
in
I
your,
remember being
like,
in that
it's-
class.
She's
just
like, I did not come here for this shit.
I remember
She's
thinking
like, I haven't
like.
had sex in a month. I'm okay.
I remember thinking like, I'm never gonna have sex because this is a possibility. Like this is way too fucked up.
Oh yeah, they're terrifying photos. They're just the same thing as that you'd put on cigarettes about your lungs. It's like they're just shock value.
When you buy a condom, oh my god! When you buy a condom, it should have a picture of a fucking dick with the like, extra ass herpes all over
They
it.
should have a picture of a baby on
That's what I
it.
was gonna say. They should have a picture of a baby's head coming out of a
baby
vagina.
with herpes.
Stop. That's so
Oh my
foul.
Pineapples!
Half,
Is this like your safe word?
Yeah, you
Pineapples.
keep saying pineapple.
it's a thing.
She has a safe word even though she doesn't fuck. So
That's like a thing where people say that to like switch the conversation or whatever, right? I forget.
Is it
Not
tapping
really.
out?
It's like, oh shit, like no comment.
Yeah,
Oh.
pineapples. Yeah. But I've
Okay.
had
Is
people
the
try to
Florida
bust that
thing?
out on me before.
No, that's just the and thing, I guess.
Oh, okay.
No, I've heard
It came
people say
from
it before.
It came from a movie.
Yeah.
Is
What
it
movie?
Panda Express. I said
Pineapple Express?
Panda Express.
You made me want some
Is
shit.
it-
Some orange
That's
chicken
the
right
way,
now.
Munchies.
It came from a movie
Orange
or a Chinese restaurant.
Pineapples.
Shut up, Panda Express. That's what we're all going after this.
I want to go to Panda Express. Are you really taking me? Don't lie.
No, Panda Express is gross.
Don't
You can
shut
get
down all my
If
dreams.
you want to get some food, you can get Volcano.
No, there's better Chinese food
Volcano?
out here.
Well, it's
Have
better than
you
Panda
guys-
Express.
oh my
Barely.
Where?
Have you guys ever ate at Houston's?
No, what's that?
Whoa, what the?
She's
they call
mad.
it Hillstone? Whoa.
Out
they
here?
have
LA
the
place?
best. Yes, they have it
It's
out here. Yes, I eat there probably like 5 times a week. back
What kind of
home.
food is it?
It's like, come on, you get the best rib eye there. Like
Rib eye.
rib eye, like
Hillstar?
Ah!
Hillstone, but it's
Hillstone.
called Houston's. In certain areas of Miami, they just switched the name to Hillstone. I'm like, what the hell? But it's the same thing. But they have it out here. Their ribeye, it's oh my goodness, pineapples.
die.
It's like in the marinade. So it's like you guys should definitely check it out. I'm sorry,
I'm writing
that was
it
just
down
like a
in
high thought.
No, we want to know about all the good food spots.
You
because
know, like
we run out.
STK and they're
Oh,
like
yeah, I
it's
know
like
that.
a steakhouse, but it's like the ribeye. Get the ribeye.
You're eating ribeye 5 times a week? You must be making a lot of money because that shit's not that cheap.
Or she got
No.
guys who buy her dinner.
No.
No, you probably got
I
a
pay
whole
for
roster of
myself,
guys
stuff.
taking you out to eat.
I have
Houston's
I
ribeye.
Yeah, I get invited out all the time, but it's like I hate going out. I hate I could chill at the crib all day.
You chill at the crib, but you don't watch TV. You just listen to music.
in my phone or always.
Who's your favorite artist right now?
my favorite
not you?
artist?
Kid Boo.
I can't say I have a favorite artist, but it's like a lot of people.
If you get in your car right now, what are you playing on the way home?
Skinny from
Old
the nine.
school.
Old school?
music.
Old school
Oh,
skinny
what
from
kind
the
of
nine.
old school?
I like crap. You know TLC.
Okay.
I like Monica.
Do you listen to like old Destiny's Child?
Yeah. Oh, I love that.
Writings on the Wall.
R. Kelly, Michael Jackson.
Listen,
Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
R. Kelly, like he gets.
You didn't
in the
cancel him?
mix. Huh?
You didn't cancel R. Kelly?
I mean, I never like. Oh, let me go listen to this R. Kelly song. It would just have to pop up and like.
Let me go put this R. Kelly on.
R. Kelly has some great fucking songs.
Me and
But
Lena
yes,
bang to R.
correct.
Kelly.
You can't like the music. Like, I think you should be able to listen to the music songs you like, even if you don't like the artist. Like, maybe don't go to their show and support them any more than just listening to their song.
Because listen,
but
at the end of
I
the
would
day,
let R. Kelly pee on me.
those
Yes.
we know
Slide
you
that
would.
in.
You would let anyone
I'm into
pee
pee
on you.
stuff lately.
You would
I
let the
peed on
kid
you
working in
once.
front pee on you. Like literally, we could go ask the
How
employee
was
in front,
that?
"Hey, you want
She
to take a
sucked the
piss?"
dick
Boom,
and I
she's
peed
like,
on her.
amazing.
She asked me to pee. I was like, I gotta go pee. She's like, you should pee on me. And so we went to the hot tub.
Yeah,
and
but
I
we were all
peed on-
super fucked up off Molly.
It's true. It was
I
so
know,
fun.
and now I'm really into it though.
The pee thing.
Yeah, the pee thing.
Wow.
James Dean peed in my mouth from far away and aimed it. Is
When
good.
was this?
I went to Vegas at the beginning of the month and I shot a bunch of fun stuff, but it's not out yet.
Wow.
Golden shower.
James was like, yeah.
What a
James was
guy.
like, you're really into pee stuff lately, and I was like, I am.
But this was on camera, the pee.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Multiple times.
Wow.
I'll send you links.
You must be drinking lots of water.
We
Like,
should do.
I've met so many people in my lifetime, and I'm only 22, but I have never met a trio like you guys.
No, we are fucked up. I was definitely been thinking about
I'm
that.
just taking everything in. I'm like, oh wow, I never.
These girls have no clue, but there are actually a lot of people out there who have never had a conversation about drinking piss, especially in the context of like, oh yeah, last week I was drinking a bunch of piss.
Yeah, this is like first. Like,
Myself,
so when
I've
my
never done
life
it.
flashes before my eyes and this conversation pops up, I'm gonna be like, wow, we spoke about this.
This podcast might change you. You might be like, why am I holding back on all the thoughty shit
go
that I
pee
maybe
on
think-
everybody.
Yeah.
exactly, you know?
Some guy might be like, can I pee in your mouth? And you might rethink of this conversation and be like, maybe I should say yes.
If he asked if he could pee in my mouth, I think after 3 years of being in love, I'd still say no.
I would say yes.
I don't want to. I don't want to think about that. If I piss in your mouth, yeah, get ready to like not kiss me for a couple days.
Really? You think
I
her
have
drinking
a
your pee
question.
versus your cum is worth?
So you would kiss her in the mouth after you
After I
come
sucked
in
his
her
dick.
mouth?
Yeah, he would.
Oh yeah.
He does all the
So
time.
what's the difference?
Not
in
while
the
it's
pee?
still there.
They're both coming out of your penis.
My cum is natural. My cum was meant to be consumed. My piss is meant to be like my body's
Your
rejecting
cum
it.
meant to
is
be-
meant to be consumed.
I think so. I think God gave me nuts so the girls would have something to eat. Yeah,
God
it's like a little
gave you
protein
nuts
shake.
so you can impregnate a woman.
That, but in the meantime, I think God wants me to give girls a yummy snack.
I have a question.
Wow.
Did
So
you?
you cum.
It's not always yummy.
But have you tasted your own cum though?
I think like when I was like 19, I tasted a
Okay, good.
little dab.
I ask a lot of boys
So
this, and they
sad.
always say no and get horrified. I'm like, you're a liar.
But also when I was in high school, I remember I went to eat out with my girlfriend and I had somehow like nutted all over her before that, and I like tasted like a dab of it on her inner thigh, and I was like, oh shit, that's what nut tastes like. Cool.
Well, I guess it happens to the best of us.
And the worst of us. Dear Lord. Okay, Anne, it was very exciting to get to know you, and I feel like this is going to be an important resource for all the people out there that are going to want to know about you.
Can I ask one last question?
Yes.
Do you have names for your titties? Because if you don't, you should name them.
That's
They're powerful.
A very good idea.
Left eye and chili.
But they're like, I don't know.
I used to call my tits Humpty and Dumpty in high school. I thought that was funny because they're lopsided as fuck. So.
I'll take
Not
that
a
name
very
from
hot
you now.
name, but
That's so hot. Oh, yeah, suck Humpty. Now
I
suck
wasn't exactly
Dumpty.
hot and sexy in high school. Here, I was kind of fucking corny.
Part of
so
the problem might have been that you were naming your boobs.
whatever. You didn't name your dick.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, you did. Okay, so
Wait,
fuck
what
you.
was the name?
Draco?
Oh, yeah.
You
Draco.
called your dick
Nuh-uh.
Draco.
Draco the ruler. Yeah.
The ruler.
That's the only ones you named.
I
named
didn't name-
my vagina, honestly.
You named it?
You named your vagina?
Yes.
What
What's her
is
name?
it?
Is it honestly?
Storm.
It's Mufasa.
Oh, that's a powerful name.
That's fire.
Yeah, like a lot of, I can't say a lot of guys know, but people know me, like even females. I have a homegirl, it's like, she gave me the name. She's like, you're Mufasa. It's like, you're Mufasa.
Do you think your pussy has like a lion type vibe on the people who experience it?
Definitely.
It's like being bit
You
by a
fall
lion.
in love.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Dear God.
It's like,
That's
whoa.
quite the offer. Like,
And
holy
then,
shit. I'm gonna
Honestly,
fall in
like
love.
the head is like, whoa. So
Wow.
it's like you're not going anywhere.
Really?
So it's like I gotta stay away from like.
That's why you're not fucking, because you don't want anyone to fall in love with you.
Yeah, so it's like
the problem you don't
we're in
wanna
a
deal with,
relationship.
right?
I'm like, but I don't want to. You're in a relationship, so
Don't hook up with Abby. She might pee on you.
I don't
No,
know.
Only if you say
she
I
wants to get
can.
peed on.
I like both. But
I don't think
I
my
prefer
body
if people
would
pee
let
on me.
Pee on you.
Why?
Even if it's like pee on me, I'll give you $1 million. I don't think my body will like bitch pee. Like
You should
I-
pull up later. We'll all drink a bunch of Gatorade and we'll see if anything comes out.
I'm not. the last I shot a scene the other day, and I was like, I gotta go pee, and the guy I was like shooting with was like, like I was peeing, and then like he was like, no, wait, do it in my mouth, and I was like, no, and then he
fuck?
licked all of it off. So I
Oh.
was done. It was hot. Liked it. She's like
Her
terrified. She's
smile
like,
is
no.
just like,
Me too.
it was amazing.
I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Abby's gonna have so many weirdos in her DMs after this.
There's so many
You're
questions.
into pizza.
That is
You
the
would
funny
pee on
thing.
me.
Because, you know, even like if a girl's saying like, oh, I just want to get fucked so bad, like there's some percentage of guys out there who are like, well, I couldn't fuck her right, so I'm not going to hit her up. But when you're like, oh, I want to get peed on, everybody's like, well, hey, I pee.
I don't know how to do that.
That's true.
I might not be able to fuck the shit out of you for 2 hours, but I could bust a
on you.
30-second piss, yeah.
It's hot.
That's hot.
Yeah.
All right. Pee gang. Everybody out there, comment your favorite flavor of urine.
Yeah.
And make sure you go follow Ann on the gram, as well as Lena and Abby.
It's Ann Moore, ITSANNEMOORE.
Yeah. And I'm going to have a really hard time titling this video because I'm going to have to figure out something to call it. What I want to call it is, you know, interview with Ann Moore, the girl who always shakes her boobs on Instagram. But you can't say boobs in a YouTube title in this day and age.
You can't?
No.
I mean, you can say it, but you're going to get demonetized 100%. Now, that being said, there's also a lot of piss talk in this podcast, so we're probably getting demonetized either
I'm
way.
sorry.
I'm checking
You can
myself
censor
out
it.
just because I have to pee.
I don't do these.
I'm gonna pee. I have to pee. Okay.
You want me to come?
No.
You want me to come? You stay here.
All right. Ann, I appreciate you coming on here and everything. It was
really
great.
Appreciate the invite. It was absolutely fun. I learned some things. Maybe one day I'll try anal and pissing on someone.
I'm not
I know
gonna lie.
the call.
I didn't like piss stuff for a long time. It sneaks up on you.
It sneaks up on you.
Yeah.
Maybe sushi will one day too. I don't like sushi.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah. It will sneak up on
We
you.
definitely got a volcano and pee.
Wow.
It's like
Volcanoes,
Netflix,
there you go.
Netflix and chill. Volcano and urine.
Maybe do an ASMR with pissing on someone.
Oh my god.
She gave me a bunch of Snapchat
Bro,
ideas.
this is an idea. ASMR, you're all up in the mic and everything. There's an off-camera dick that's pissing on. This is not for
Ooh.
you. This is probably for you.
I know. I'm like, this is
You can upload this to Pornhub. But imagine that you're just doing regular ASMR, and then all of a sudden you know a piss stream when you
Oh, yeah.
see one, and it's all of a sudden just coming down your whole face, your whole hair is just drenched in piss. Holy shit!
Oh my gosh, Adam, you just made me $1 billion on Snapchat. Thank you. Great
Wow.
idea.
That's how I do
Great
it.
idea.
This is like Shark Tank.
It is. So you're like pitching ideas to me, and
I
I'm
want
like,
to be
I
an
like
investor
it.
in this video.
You can be one of the ones peeing on me in the video. If Lena says yes.
There it is.
Lena and you can pee on from both angles.
I love this. Just a
I like
straight
it too.
piss, just like destroying your cheek. No, because
Wow.
there used to be this kid named Guillermo when I was in high school, and I had a friend who would he was a fat ass, and like I had a friend who would sneak up behind him with the air compressor and shoot it into his face, and it would be so funny to just see his fat face, just like his skin moving all crazy.
It's like he's skydiving,
It was so
What did
funny.
I walk in on?
Right?
Just talking about Guillermo.
Guillermo.
Guillermo. Okay.
Say his name right.
Say my name 3 times
Say
like
my
Candy
name, say my
Man.
name.
All right.
No one is.
Appreciate you, Ann, Abby, Lena.
All right.
this was
we
fun.
thank you.
Thank you guys. Hey, and to everybody who's watching the stream, just turn your notifications on, please, because I'm not sure exactly what I'm doing tonight, but I might be playing music, or I might
You're
do that
gonna
tomorrow
watch Game
night.
of Thrones season 2.
Yeah, I guess I gotta go watch Game of Thrones. But tomorrow night is when I'm gonna be doing the live stream, so the link is in description if you want to get your songs queued up. As for all these other girls, they're all gonna be just peeing and shit tonight, I think.
We're all gonna try to be. The whole rest of the day is just us shaking our tits like this. It rubs off on you. You're
Abby's
I'm
gonna
like,
be asking her to pee on her for the rest of the night. Texting
I'm
her.
trying. Yeah,
Hey, you drink that Gatorade yet?
gonna get Gatorade and Pedialyte, all of the things.
Pedialyte. All right. Appreciate you guys.
Appreciate you.
Rope gang.
Ballin' like an alpha, got no joy. I'm ballin' like an alpha, got no joy.